And there's a shot earlier of the Jazz preparing for action. Hello again, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First, for Houston, Porter is out there with Green. And it's Smith in at the power forward position. And looking at the Jazz. And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Conley kicks to Olynyk. No good on the three. On defense, Utah. The feed to Porter. The 17-footer. And he can't bank that one in. And now Utah, fast break. Conley's running. Here's Harkin. They get it back. Olynyk lays it up and in on a nice reverse. Olynyk's got the first basket of the game for the Jazz. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Look, Kevin, the head coach for the Jazz gave me just a couple of moments to catch up with them. When we talked about what they'll try to do on defense, he told me they're going to have to do everything they can to neutralize their opponent's high flyers, saying, quote, "We can't play above the rim like these guys, so we'll have to do our best to keep them away from the hoop." Gentlemen, easier said than done.
All right, Doris, thanks.
Well, with only one attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
I just like his effort on the boards, guys. It's always aggressive and energetic. He brings a lot of passion with his play in the paint.
You know, a lot of times his numbers don't tell the whole story, because even if he didn't win the rebounding battle on paper, you know he didn't get outworked.
Now here's Conley. It's stolen by Green. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Smith the pass to Porter. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Number 8. No good. Smith with the defensive effort. Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Porter against Conley. To halt the run. Green with the rebound. Rockets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Boy, the Jazz have a lot of big bodies down low, Kevin. I mean, they'll always have 2 big post presences at all times, and sometimes they might even have 3 down there. It showed up. If you look at how often they took threes, they didn't really shoot a lot of them.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Now here's Porter. Back to Green. Beyond the arc. Pass to Tate. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 5.
late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
And for the Jazz, they took 4 more threes a game last season than they had the prior year, up to 17 a game, Steve, but still, they shot the 3rd fewest threes after all that in the NBA.
Well, it's a league-wide trend, Kevin. Teams are really waking up to the value of the three, and I think the Jazz have traditionally been a low-post team, an inside team. But, you know, I would look for them to add three-point shooters in the next few years.
Tell you what, he's not going to win any high jump competition, so it's a good thing he doesn't have to go too far to get to the rim.
I'm not sure he could, or any of us could slip a piece of paper under him when he takes off.
Well, it doesn't matter much, though, Kevin, because he's such a big man. I mean, if he gets positioned, forget about it.
Conley kicks to Olynyk. Backing down. Nice ball movement by Utah. Conley's shot is off. Houston leading by 5. The drive by Green gets the bucket. Green's got 5 points so far.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
The 3 ball. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Now here's Porter. Green dishes to Porter. Hits the 3-point bomb. He has 5.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Clarkson, guarded by Green. And here's Conley outside. That is good. Conley's got 6 points.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Smith, no good.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Here's Harkin. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Rockets leading by 5. And there's the pass to Tate. Makes the lead pass. Good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Utah with the ball. Following the score by Houston. That's good. Houston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Down low. And that one's good. He has 6.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Now here's Conley. He has 6. Number 8. And he banks in the layup.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Houston in the lead. And here's Porter. 5 points in the game. Smith kicks to Porter. Offline with his 3. Jazz have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Feeds it to Conley.
That's all you.
Right side, Conley. Second shot opportunity. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Rockets leading by 4. Green with the ball. Beasley covering. They grab their own miss. Number 28 off target at the rim.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. And they were right in his face.
He kicks to Beasley. Rocket 6. Here's Sexton. Another miss by Utah.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there. And you got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the board.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
And the Jazz making a change here. Gay's checked in. Rockets shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Porter, no luck. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Gay outside. Beasley left side. The dish now to Tucker. And again it's Utah. Porter with it. He's got 5. He passes to Tate. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Porter.
You know, when you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And the Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
And Utah has possession after the made shot from Green. He dishes it to Tucker. Trying his luck deep. It's rebounded by Houston. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year. And, you know, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
You know, Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You know, you give it a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
And here's Porter following the 3 from Tucker. Releases from 15. Offensive rebound. Pass to Tate. Kicks to Green. Goes up again. That's blocked. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Utah trailing here. Beasley with a screen on Porter. Dishes to Tucker. But Trey gets the bucket. Tucker's got 8 points.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green, the pass to Smith. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Rockets lead by 1. Utah shooting the ball at a 46% clip to start this game out. Launches a 3, and the Jazz another 3. Here is Porter. There's the triple. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
Utah has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Now Walker. They get a hand on it. And it's Houston on the break. Washington passes to Christopher. And that one's good.
Well, and the bounce pass was the key to the play.
The Jazz shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Sexton. The shot misses. So Houston will take it the other way. Gordon against Beasley. Gordon dishes to Favors. Gay with the block. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. And for Houston, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, you look at the numbers, Kevin. Last year they were around 71% from the line as a team, so not a very good number there.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Walker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. From deep. Rockets with the rebound. Outside Gordon. Count the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play. Even with the defender draped all over him, he's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
Very true, Steve. I mean, he's also one of those guys who doesn't take long at all to get on a roll offensively. He's a fun player to watch when he gets hot.
But they recover it. Number 8. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. He has 6.
Sharp pass to give his teammate the high percentage shot in close.
Washington passes to Christopher. Goes up on the high post. Walker with some nice D. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. The Jazz working the ball around now. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. To the inside. Fast break. Here we go. On up the court. That's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Gets it to go.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Here's Christopher. Off the left ring and out. Jazz shooting is definitely lagging at the moment. They're just 30% in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Inside to Favors. Walker with some nice D.
Houston found their way back into the playoffs last season, but really it wasn't because they were a tough team on the road. They only had 16 wins away from Houston last season. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And the Jazz making a change here. Rockets trail by 5. Washington passes the base. Boom! He jams it straight down. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
You know how frustrated Steve is over that.
You know what, Kevin? Come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And Clark, as you were talking about, the Rockets weren't nearly as troublesome to teams last year when they found themselves in the away locker room. Mostly, Steve, it came down to their offense not having quite as much punch.
Well, most teams don't score as much on the road as they do at home, but for the Rockets, 5 points differential between home and away, it's pretty dramatic. And I think that was one of the reasons why we saw them struggle when they left Houston and tried to get a win.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Jazz. Washington passes to Christopher. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the Jazz.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Conley left side. And he lobs it toward the rim. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
No challenge from the defense there, Clark. Could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
For Houston, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. A free throw off from Christopher.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
It's hauled in by Gordon. Rockets trail by 3. Pass to Christopher. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He put that lead pass in perfect position for his teammate.
The steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. There's the pass to Washington. Three-pointer. Good. And the Rockets lead by 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Passes it to Christopher. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Gets it to go. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Oh, boy, this is something you hate to see, Clark.
You know, it sure is. Injuries, though, are really an unfortunate part of the game, inevitable at times. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
And so here is Houston following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Tate. Number 17. The Rockets with another miss. Utah's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
For Utah, they have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far. And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Rockets trail. Launches it. Utah with the rebound. Here's Clarkson. It's good from long range. He's got 7.
No matter who it is, that kind of defense is not going to cut it.
Pass to Green. Will it go? And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on the free throw.
Well, this is what you have to do when you're trailing. You've got to attack, be aggressive, and get to that foul line.
And perhaps cause some foul trouble along the way. I mean, that can have a big impact down the road.
Now here's Conley. Here's Clarkson. Green with the rebound. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he is not helping their offense.
They're whistled for a blocking foul, and he'll head to the line. The Jazz have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
How about the job they're doing drawing contact and giving themselves opportunities for 3 points at the line?
My kind of basketball, Steve. No frills, straight ahead, physical play.
Rockets trail by 7. Ball's knocked loose. Olynyk with the steal. Beasley right side. It's stolen by Green. There's the lob to the hoop.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
That's what those alley-oops do, though.
Utah leading by 5. Outside Conley. Here's Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Number 18. From outside off the mark. The Jazz shooting 43% from the field. He feeds it to Beasley. That Drops. Beasley's got his first points of the game.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Here's the feed to Green. Off target from three-point range.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
Here's Clausen. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Green with the ball. Shot from 12. That doesn't go either for Green.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Here's Market. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game. Rockets trail by 9.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
Here's Tate. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 10 points for him.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Outside Conley. Buries the long-range jumper. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Green. 9 points in the game so far. Fires the 3. That's good. Here's Conley. Shot is blocked. And that does it for the first half of play. Jazz lead by 7.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Hello and welcome. We've got a great one underway at Energy Solutions Arena. Utah with the lead against Houston. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off. It's been a Michael Conley clinic in this one against the defense of the Rockets. At the break, 11 points, and is up to his usual tricks, dropping a lot of dimes all over the court. A tough matchup, but the Rockets are staying afloat. They've been having their way inside. A huge lead when it comes to points in the paint, making it very hard to defend against them. Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Conley. He has 11 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
Yeah, that's been an important part of his game today. He's made his open looks.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Here's Green, buried from 15 feet out. Green's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Rockets. Jazz leading by 5. Outside Conley. Here's Clausen. There's 3 corners off the mark.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
Here's Porter. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
It's his first trip to the line.
Just 72% from the line last year. Not great numbers, but of course there are worse out there, that's for sure.
Jazz shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Conley with the screen on Green. They set the pick. Feeds it to Conley. Six to shoot. He kicks it to Olynyk. Rockets with the rebound. Smith's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
Shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, and really a nice pace to their offense.
And the second free throw, good. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Wide open look. No good. And Houston the other way now.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
The drive by Green. That evens the score. Green's got 13. Jazz have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Clarkson. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
And they get one to go now after missing their first 3 shots. Maybe this will kick them into gear.
Watch outside.
Green inside. Number 28. No luck. For Utah, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break.
I love the finger roll up and over the defense.
The Jazz have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
Now here's Green. He's got 13. Back to Smith. He passes it to Tate. Off target with his 3.
Oh, it happens. He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
With the shot. The Rockets pull it in.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Here's Green. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Green's got 15.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Porter against Conley. Here's Clarkson. Buries the jump shot. He's got 13. Now a timeout called by Houston.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
And so it's Houston with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it, and I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
To the middle. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Olynyk. The Rockets have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game. The first free throw is good.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. And they've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
And here is Green. He's got 15. Green left side. The drive by Smith from the arc. And it's Green missing. Utah leading by 4. Markin covered by Smith. Sexton off the mark there with the 3-point shot. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Goes up to the stripe. The Rockets with another miss. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. There's the dish to Olynyk. Tries again. And it's blocked by Tate. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And the Jazz making a change here. Gay gets a screen from Tucker. Poke loose. And Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Conley. The Rockets making the shot. number 24. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Rockets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 8 here in the quarter. And Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So, which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
Well, an interesting revelation regarding Rudy Gay came out recently. I mean, he's had vision issues for years and refused to wear corrective lenses, contacts, or goggles. That might explain why a player with such a great looking stroke would struggle with his shooting percentages from outside.
So it's Utah now, following the 3 from Porter. Back to Conley. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Conley's got 18 points.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
Tate the pass to Porter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Clark, you talked about Rudy Gay declining to wear contact lenses. Steve, that doesn't seem to make any sense to me.
Well, there's got to be a good reason for it, and I haven't talked to Rudy about it. But look, I mean, every player has to be comfortable out on the floor. You either, wear goggles or wear contacts or don't wear anything at all. I mean, it's whatever is comfortable, that's the most important thing.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. The drive by Gordon. And Favors kicks to Gordon. And a missed layup.
What determination. There was a lot of competition for that rebound, and he came away with it.
Back to Conley. Can he keep it going? Green for 2 points. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Houston's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. He dishes it to Porter. And the pass to Christopher. Kicks it to Porter to stop the run. The shot is off.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Dishes it to Conley. And the rejection by Favors. Inside, here's Tate. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. He's got 14.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Sexton, defended by Christopher. Rejected by Favors. Good on the shot. Rockets trail by 4. Passes to Porter. Fires from deep. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound. Here's the Jazz with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Back to Conley. Another miss by Conley. Rockets shooting around 44% in this third quarter. Now here's Favors. Guarded close. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Smith checked in for the Rockets. .143 left in the third. Beasley outside. Here's Sexton. Good. 5 points in the game. Rockets trail by 6. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Washington passes to Tate. And he drops it in from the low post.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Knocked away. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Utah with the ball, following the score by Houston. Gay drives in. Here's Sexton. Leaps for it. No good with the triple.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Tate the pass to Gordon. And some nice passing there by Houston. No good from Christopher.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault. And that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he chose.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
The Jazz have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. The Rockets making a switch here. No good on the second free throw.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
The Rockets have gone 9 of 13 from the line. And it's tied up with that one. Utah has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Market. No good with the layup. Here's Tate. No good. And so after 3 quarters of play and some great offensive output, this one is tied. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The Jazz shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Pass to Beasley. Stripped it away. To the paint. Beasley with the steal. Here's Tucker. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk clock coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
You know, something else I've noticed is just how many of their baskets have been set up by assists throughout the game.
And here are the Jazz now. They've led by as much as 10. Olynyk sets a screen for Beasley. Here's Sexton. No good from outside. Rockets shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. The drive by Gordon. He feeds it to Smith. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Smith's got 4 this quarter. Utah trailing here. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Sexton. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
The pass to Tate. Drains the three-pointer. 19 points in the game.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Shoots the 3. Gets it to go.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
The 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Houston making a switch. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. The feed now to Olynyk. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And perhaps the best thing about him, Steve, is the way he takes charge down the stretch of close games. The higher the stakes, the better he plays.
Here's Sexton. Rockets with the rebound. Porter's got his third rebound tonight. Let's go. And it's Houston with another. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, fellas. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out full speed. Guys?
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Down low, number 17. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And that call gets an instant reaction from the fans.
Well, that's a whistle that did not go over very well.
And that one's good. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
Feeds to Smith. Defended by Olynyk. Smith inside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Markin, defended by Tate. From downtown, can't get it to go. And it's Houston the other way to the inside. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And what a game for Porter. 18 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
And the Jazz making a change here. And Porter drops them both.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Jazz trailed by 3. Shoots off the step back. Again, the Jazz score.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Number 17. Rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Markin. And here's the break. Passes it to Christopher. It's picked off. Here's Sexton. Sinks the triple.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Christopher. He kicks to Porter. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Porter's got 18 points just in the second half. Fires for 3, and again it's the Jazz from deep.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. For 3, and another 3 for Houston.
Tell you what, when he gets it going, this is exactly what can happen. They may have to double team him.
Larson defended by Christopher. The dish to Olynyk.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
And the Rockets making a change here. Markin defended by Tate. Here's Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Jazz lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Sexton, guarded by Porter. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there. Not yet anyway.
Back to Green. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as much as 10. Porter with it. Outside, Green. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in. And now a three-point Rocket lead. Utah has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. This one for three. That's good. And that ties it up.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
And the Rockets making a change here. Favors is checked in. Number 28, defended by Olynyk. Right side, Green. It's rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Jazz passing it around. Outside Conley. Takes a three. Number 8. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Jazz lead by 2.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
There's Green with the three. And the shot is good. Green's got 20.
I'm sure that's a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in the first half.
.115 left in the fourth quarter. Conley kicks to Olynyk. Here's Clarkson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Rockets shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Here's Green. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Well, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Rockets with the rebound. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Six on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. It's Porter outside. Knocks down the three.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Utah calls timeout. They're down by 4. 12 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Well, they're drawing up the only thing they can here. I mean, just get off a quick one and then go ahead and foul.
I think free throws are going to be front and center the rest of the way here.
.12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Conley outside. Derek Favors with the rebound. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game.